Alright YouTube, I'm going to do a little update video on the 1990 Chrysler Town & Country. Just replaced the upper radiator hose. Was working on topping it off and getting air out of the system when the main problem the van currently has surfaced again. A couple months ago, I don't really ever drive it, but when I'd pull it out of the garage it would lose spark. Take it for a drive, it would kind of skip and stall, but it would start back up, and then it progressed to the point where it would just lose spark and crank and then eventually start. So I've had everything checked. Wiring's good, alternator's good, just replaced the battery and cables. So I'm thinking the PCM is bad, and it's kind of bizarre, built into the cold air intake. And the problem I'm having is this one has a used one in it. When I pulled the battery out, it was written in chalk, 89 Grand Caravan. And this van's built May of 89, but it's a 90. And I called Chrysler dealership with the VIN number, and they're showing the PCM to be a one plug PCM unit for 1990, but this one clearly has two plugs. You can see one there and one there, and those are indicative of more like 88, 89 computers. So I'm not really sure what the deal. I'm trying to order an 89 computer from Napa. We'll see what happens and see if that even fixes the problem, but let me show you what it's doing. So it'll start up and then boom. See, foot's on the gas, not touching anything. Watch the tach. Boom. And the fuel pump is cycling, you can hear it. And sometimes it just does this, it just won't So anyway, if anybody has any experience with this sort of a problem, I'm definitely open to suggestions. I'm kind of thinking though that we'll start with a new PCM if I can find one. I don't want a salvage yard unit because these things are so old now. I'd rather not waste the time, and they're not terribly expensive. I think Napa's for a new one is quoting me 166, but again, we'll see what shows up, if it actually has two plugs or one. Came home with a used one out of a 91 Spirit yesterday that only had one plug, and I was kind of disappointed, but you know, look at that. Yep. And then it'll just, like, you know, yesterday I let it idle for probably an hour. It died right away. You can see it lose spark right there. You can see the tach. And got it going yesterday. There we go. And it's definitely, it's got plenty of gas, all that's fine. It's just loses spark, so. Yeah, it's done. I'll try one more time. Nope, I think it might be telling me to kiss its ass right now. I think that's it. So anyway, that's what's going on with the Town & Country. I guess I'll update you guys after I throw a new PCM in it, if, like I said, if I can figure it out, and we'll take it from there. Because the engine runs fantastic if it would maintain spark. Anyway, I'll be back.